Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Well, Filippo Inzaghi may not have the swashbuckling panache of some of his contemporaries, but his goal-scoring record, Jim, speaks for itself.
There's something that's just so wonderfully simple about his game. The run he makes, his ability to draw the ball towards him inside the box, his approach will remain the same. After all, he only needs to get it right once.
Now it's Drogba. And he's gone looking for safety. Now it's Drogba. Now, can they get him away? Well, they've got it again. Now it's Lopez. Donatoni. Now it's Inzaghi. Now that's well seen too. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Oh, nicely intercepted. Belletti. He's in plenty of space here. And he's managed to get free. Now that's a fine challenge. Oh, this looks sharp. Drogba. Now it's Raul. And this is Inzaghi. That is good strength. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. That has not gone well. Threads one in. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Rijkaard gets rid without sophistication. And it's Xabi Alonso. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent.
Drogba! Oh, the ball's... Oh, it's fallen kindly here! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Donatoni really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And he's picked out the run. Just the goalkeeper to beat. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Indonesia really could have done without this. To get them off and running. Doubt. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Rijkaard. Now, that looks a decent ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Indonesia are really in a position where patience...
It's Inzaghi! Contact was certainly crisp. Didn't quite come off.
Well, he's visibly not happy with that. That says a lot about his professionalism.
Fermin. Half an hour played. Drogba! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. He's cut it out. Tottenham are looking to go forward now. Now it's Kukçu.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rijkaard. And it's Kukçu. Now it's Lopez. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, well measured. And the shot! He's got a goal! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only...
There's the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's a sharp pass. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Yamal has given away a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. And he's straight offside. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And the pass is intercepted. And this is Inzaghi. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That has been cut short. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
Please refrain from parking outside.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Indonesia clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Well read, nice interception.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Looking to play him in. Plenty. It's Inzaghi! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
they can spring out of defence. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Donadoni. Now it's Yamal. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Raul. Rijkaard. Nicely spread. Yamal.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Konate. Rijkaard. He is always looking to break lines. Searching pass he's played there. Filippo Inzaghi. Oh, well played, well played. Nicely weighted ball. Tottenham are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And he's forced to go back. Now it's Drogba. And here's Kutchu. Now it's Donadoni. And he's had it nicked away. Raul. It's a pretty loose pass. Stood up well to him there. Aims beyond the defence. Konate gets across to intercept that. Serves up across. Now it's Drogba. Fermin. Ah, he's had it taken off him. Belletti. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Rijkaard. And it's Belletti. Xabi Alonso goes on a charge down the left. Ah, that's a fine interception. And he's there to belt it away. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Yamal. Into the last quarter of an hour. Well timed, excellent interception. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now this could be a chance. Rijkaard with the clearance. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Referee's given a throw.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 4, Fermin. Coming on the field is number 3, Chouameni. Substitution in
The most accurate pass. Davids. That's gone for a throw-in. It's a promising position. Brilliantly cut out. Costa Curta gets good distance on it. Oh, that's a key interception. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Cross goes in there. Cleared without hesitation. Applies the finish! And somehow he managed to miss it.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Gives it back.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Donadoni. Donadoni going full tilt down the left. Climbs up big! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Flashes it across. That's a decent clearance. And there goes the final whistle. So the winner's bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collection. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Borussia Dortmund.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Pepe may well need to be at his best. There's a power about his game, thanks to very decent pace for a big man, and he doesn't lose out much in the air either. He could prove to be a very reliable presence here.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that looks a decent ball. Ferdinand makes the interception. Played into space. Pepe kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, this is a great position, and he's got the... And the shot! They've scored! He has gobbled up his 20th goal. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Borussia Dortmund finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Hoisted header! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
That has ended up in no man's land. Driving forward. Belletti is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Indonesia leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And it's Bale. Fermin gets a foot in here. Aimed beyond the defence. That's a cute ball. Oh no, that was never going to make it. That's cause for mild irritation. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Drogba was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Looking to play him in. That's a little off target. Park Ji-sung. Yamal. Donadoni. And this is Drogba. That ball looks a good one. He has found a way through. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Yamal. Knocks it into space. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And this is Drogba. And it's Eto'o. It's a searching pass. That's a shade optimistic. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Yaya Toure. Fermin. And this is Drogba. A probing pass. Well timed, excellent interception. Yamal. Belletti. That's good running with the ball. Nicely worked. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And here's Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Spread neatly. Indonesia are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Picked out brilliantly. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Donadoni! That is decidedly lacking.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Yaya Toure conjures time and space where few can. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Yamal. Pass is just off target.
There will be 1 minute
Ferdinand.
added time.
For Yaya Toure. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Kokchu. Oh, what a ball! He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Drogba! They want to be quick to recover this. It's a good-looking delivery. Ferdinand again. And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Reflections on the first half?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Indonesia, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Substitutions taking place.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Yaya Toure proves too strong. And he was quick to react. And the pass is intercepted. And he plays one through. And he's taking no chances there. Now, can they get him away? Played back in. Oh, taken with style! Borussia Dortmund back on level terms.
The goal scorer for Borussia Dortmund after 52 minutes is...
That has certainly made things
11.
interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Lopez. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He rises! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Pinches it off him. Now it's Donadoni. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Great ball if he can get... Real chance! Toure is there to clear. And he whips it in. Chance, surely! It's in! And again they hit the front. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Here it is, crossed in. 60 minutes played. Borussia Dortmund appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Taken back almost at once. Davids. Now it's Bale. Donadoni. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's a sharp little ball here. He's come in hard. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Indonesia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he's going to have his name taken.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 11, Yamal. Coming on to replace him is...
And here's Eto.
Number 21, Bayern.
Shifted it to the flank.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Drogba is eyeing up his options in the middle. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Cleared without hesitation. And it's Belletti. Thinks about the shot. He's shifting through the gears here. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Indonesia are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 4, Thurman.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
3,
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, well played, well played.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because and he failed to get his head up.
And he's picked it up out wide, hit into the middle. Defending of the desperate variety.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Chouameni showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Bale really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marked.
And the shot! It's loose now, and in he goes again! He scored! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike!
for Indonesia.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Coming on to replace him.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Indonesia.
Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Substitution in progress.
Ferdinand did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
Decent hit from there. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, can he get onto this?
There will be 5 minutes added time.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Kupchu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Good running, strong and purposeful. Davids. Great vision. And the through ball. Oh, that's a key interception. That's really well manoeuvred. 5 minutes to add. Nice looking ball. So that's it. It is all over. Indonesia are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Luka Modric. He's someone, Peter, who reads the game that little bit quicker than everyone else. He's got fantastic technique too, and that allows him to weigh his through balls to near perfection, as well as keep hold of it when he's under pressure. He's a real leader out there, someone who can take control of the game and maintain it.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Oh, good ball! And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Looking for the run.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Mbappe gets into a good position. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Hullet. Seedorf. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere. It's Drogba! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Fermin. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Batistuta. Now, what about a counter-attack? First quarter of an hour gone. Some good, persistent defending here. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Oh, no joy this time. Modric plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Fermin! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. He won't be happy with that one. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Hullet. Zanetti. Now Modric. Nicely weighted ball. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Batistuta. Drogba. Can he get on the end of this? He's in plenty of space here. Chance! And it's a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Indonesia have fired themselves in front.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well timed, excellent interception. Kökçü. And here's Yamal. Great vision. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. This looks promising. Kökçü is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, that's fabulous. That has ended up in no man's land. And he's only too happy to take that back. Quality ball. Now it's Kökçü.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, this looks sharp. Looking to play him in. Elects to cross. And it's Belletti. Modric did just about enough to come out on top. Overly willing to compromise. That's an imaginative pass. Threads one in. Now it's Mbappe. And that was nowhere near his best. Kökçü. Gets into some space. Cleared without hesitation. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Modric. Just eases him off the ball. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Indonesia, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Substitutions taking place.
And we're off again.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Yamal running with the ball. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Belletti. Donadoni picks it up out wide. He's found a way past. Nicely shaped ball. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Seedorf. And the counter is on. And he's worked it through. And this is Cruyff. He is... And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And this is Cruyff.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Seedorf. Tries to pass it through. And a chance! He's got a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored.
It's Drogba! And the ball's come loose here. That's really well manoeuvred. Forlan puts his foot on the gas. Rijkaard makes the interception. Drogba being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter.
Shot a goal! It's there! And they've got their lead back. Simplicity itself.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Seedorf. Vermeer. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's a key interception. Chiellini. And Yamal. No way through. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This Vermeer! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. Seedorf. De Bruyne. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is good alertness. Modric. Rijkaard. And it's Lopez. Modric.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Can he get it through? Good take, and is he in? An uncompromising challenge.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now, this could be a chance. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
No, that's been intercepted. Zanetti. Seedorf. Now it's Forlan. Vermeer. Pinches it off him. Chiellini spots it and intercepts. Now, can they get him away? Looking for options for movement. Donadoni receives it in a wide position. And it's low. Shot, surely! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Indonesia can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Seedorf does well to get it back. Fermin unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
2 added minutes
Promising
has been
position.
indicated.
And the pass is intercepted. Probing pass. Oh, super find. And they can counter here. Cruyff. De Bruyne thinks about the shot. And that will be it. Indonesia pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, it's hard not to focus on Ousmane Dembele, a player of unbounded potential, someone who can add real width and dynamism to any team thanks to his pace and all that ability on the ball. On a good day, he can really be unplayable coming inside.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. chance! Wow, that is the dropper!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Indonesia leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Dembele. Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's shifting through the... There's the header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Rivaldo looking to be a menace in the final third. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Kukcu. Yamal. Well, that looks a decent ball. That's good vision. Great ball. Donato. And a chance! Maldini. Edmilson. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Opts for safety. And it's Ronaldinho. No way he was going to let him past. Well, that pass isn't the best. Played over towards the opposite flank. Roberto Carlos. Rivaldo. Ball played for Rijkaard. A nice sequence of passes this. And the shot! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind...
Rijkaard! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rijkaard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Donatoni. Now it's Lopez. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. Now the cross. And that's been well dealt with. And the shot! Oh, what has happened here? Maldini gets rid without sophistication. Great vision. Goes for a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Indonesia with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Great chance! Played into the middle. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. That's beautifully weighted. Yamal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rivaldo. Rivaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Fermin is flagged offside. Yamal looks to get on the end of this. Pass is just off target. Costa Curta. And it's Ronaldinho. And that interception was most necessary. He is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It's Dembele! There's the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been a tight game, and one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Substitution in progress.
So it's back to business.
Indonesia have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Great work on the overlap. And he's there to clear it. Donatoni. Mateus. Played into space. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Roberto Carlos has it in a wide position, and the pass is intercepted. Oh, sweet feet. Drilled in low. Rijkaard gets it clear.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
That has been cut short. Costa Curta. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Rijkaard under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Can he latch on to this? He's got away.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. So who's he going to be aiming for here?
Substitution.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Rijkaard. And Mateus. Oh, it's Rijkaard. Rijkaard really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Mateus. Dembele! Half an hour gone in the second half. And here's Hullet. Dembele. Schmeichel claims it without any fuss.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Kukçu. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Tries to play it through. And it's Hullet. And here's Dembele. It's Dembele! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
That's been slipped through. Roberto Carlos could try cutting in. Gets his head on it! Oh, split second reaction.
Rijkaard is offering a right smile there.
Donadoni.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Coming on the field.
Schmeichel claims comfort.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That is lovely. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's aimed in. Climbs up big! It's hit the upright. Now he's got space here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
There will be 1 minute added
Belletti.
time.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Can he get on the end of this? He's in space and looking for options. Bullish header! That's that, the end. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd...